Understanding your dog is crucial for determining the rate of reinforcement. When walking your dog on a leash, take into account the environmental distractions. What distractions does your dog find most interesting? In high stimulus areas, you will need to increase the rate of reinforcement. In lower stimulus environments, you can decrease and vary the rate of reinforcement accordingly. The handler in the video is well acquainted with this specific dog. The rate of reinforcement depends on what distracts the dog, how effectively the dog walks on a loose leash, and how frequently the dog makes eye contact. Each situation is unique and there is no set rate of reinforcement. The handler should provide sufficient rewards to ensure that the dog continues to perform according to the defined criteria. In the upcoming video, observe how the handler tries to redirect the dog by using attention-getting noises, but this method proves ineffective. Since the noises do not work, the handler then employs the leave it cue. The dog responds appropriately and receives a reward. As the handler continues walking, she rewards the dog's focus with a high rate of reinforcement. The handler notices a dog ahead on the path in front of her and increases her rate of reinforcement as the distance between them decreases. When they are in close proximity, the dog in training becomes focused on the other dog. Although it is difficult to hear, the handler makes attention-getting noises to redirect the dog, but he does not respond. She then issues the leave it cue, which meets the criteria, so he is rewarded.
Leave it. Yeah.
She maintains the higher rate of reinforcement until they are at a greater distance from the other dog. Distance and movement are essential tools for managing distractions with your dog. The handler maintains a safe distance from the waterfowl until the dog can reliably focus. To avoid creating leash tension, the handler also stays in motion, changing directions as needed. Attention-grabbing sounds can be helpful, but if they don't work, it's important to increase the distance from the distractions. In this video, the handler maintains her distance from the waterfowl while keeping the dog engaged and in motion.
Yes.
She uses different sounds to capture the dog's attention, especially if one doesn't work.
Hey, buddy. Yes.
Additionally, she changes her direction several times before walking in a straight line closer to the distraction. Changing directions can help mitigate leash tension and keep the dogs focused on the handler.
Yes. Yes. Hey. Yes. Good boy.
If the dog continues to put tension on the leash, the handler should stop moving and take their hand off the handle. This will encourage the dog to release the tension on the leash. Once the dog does this, the handler can resume walking. Additionally, changing directions can also help alleviate tension on the leash. When using the balance assistance harness, you may notice tension in the handle before you feel it on the leash. If it feels like your hand is being pulled forward, the dog is not in the correct position. In this case, remove your hand from the handle while keeping your arm by your side. This will encourage the dog to release the tension by moving backward, as demonstrated in the video. Once the dog has released the tension, you can grab the handle again and continue moving forward. To help keep your dog focused and minimize distractions, you can switch your dog to the side of you that is farthest from the distraction. For example, if you notice another dog and its owner approaching, pause briefly to move your dog to the other side, then continue walking forward. An advanced dog should be reliable enough to pass by another dog, but it's the behavior of the other dog that could pose a problem. By positioning your dog on the opposite side of you, you create more distance between your dog and the unfamiliar dog. The rate of reinforcement depends on your dog's behavior when it encounters another dog. In this video, observe how the handler uses sounds to gain the dog's attention before guiding it to her right side with the leash. It's important not to pull the dog when moving it from one side to the other. Instead, encourage the dog to follow the leash. The handler increases the rate of reinforcement as they approach the other dog and when passing by the owner holding that dog.
Good boy. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Yes.
For more tips and video demonstrations, please check the loose leash walking sections in our online courses. If you still have trouble managing your dog around distractions, please reach out to a trainer.